Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Victor Obasuyi. The channel again is my take on it. Today, I'm going to take you guys through an experience that I had a few years ago that kind of changed my life. I was new in the country, and as like every other foreign trained professional, going through the challenges of settling down in Canada. My background, as most of you will know by now, is in optometry, and I had a lot of, as a foreign trained optometrist, there were a lot of hurdles. How do I get to practice in Canada? My Nigerian experience really did not come in handy. My Nigerian experience did not come in handy. So the question was, go back to school, and I didn't have the funds. So it became a challenge. Well, first thing is survival. So I had to look for a job. I got a job working as a security guard in a company that it wasn't the best, but it gave me that flexibility of being able to study at night while I was working, and at least getting paid a little stipend. So the question was, how do I get myself back on track? Luckily, after a few years of back and forth journey, I met a mentor, a black guy, Jamaican, who took me under his wings. And before I knew what was happening, doors started opening. By financially, I started to do a lot better. And in terms of satisfaction, I felt a lot better, knowing now that there was lights at the end of the tunnel. But as fate will have it, my mentor took ill. And by the time I knew what was happening, or before I knew what was happening, he was gone. Like less than 6 months, he was gone. I felt very vulnerable again. It's like losing the wings that you felt that you thought you were going to fly with. But the best part of it was that I decided that I was going to do everything possible to make him proud. And God kind of crowned my efforts. So today, I'm extremely happy that I've been able to also bring others on board. The main thing is, do not let the elevator stay up with you. If he had not sent that elevator down to bring me up, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. Or even if I could get to this point, it would take a lot longer. And we all know that time waits for no man. So my thing is, wherever you are today, whatever it is that you're doing, make sure that you are bringing others on board. 2 reasons. Number one, you feel fulfilled that you've done what you're supposed to do. Then number 2, it makes your work indirectly easier. Whatever one person can do, when you have 2 or 3 people with the same resources, what that one person could do means automatically you can now achieve triple that same effect, or it will take 1/3 of your own effort now to arrive at the same results. So either way is a win-win situation. We look at it like maybe just from the family alone. If you are the one carrying the family, the load is enormous. But by the time you have 2 or 3 on board with you, the workload becomes a lot easier. And that is the whole idea of making sure that you are not the last person that used the elevator. At every point in time, send it down. You use it, send it down. Let it bring the next person. That person sends it down, brings another. By the time you know what's happening, find that there are now so many people on board at the top. Mentorship is something that one can never rule out the advantage. We can never overemphasize the importance of mentorship. Sometimes we take it for granted, but those that will appreciate it definitely will. And we can all get to the top a lot easier and faster or by having volume. Our voice will get stronger when we have more people. One person can only shout so much, but by the time you have 5 or 10, you don't need to scream for your voice to be heard. We are naturally limited as individuals by in terms of what we can accomplish or what we can do. But the more we are, the more we can accomplish. There's power in numbers, like they say. So we all need to embrace this idea. Mentor the next person, let that person pass it to the next one, and that one passes it to the next person. And the sky will be our limit. But if you don't do your own part, then what do you have to say? You might tell yourself, I don't have anything to offer to the next person. Definitely not true. Every one of us have something to offer. If you don't have cash, you have time. So there are a lot of ways that we can make our impact felt. But most importantly, let's learn to bring others on board. Don't be the first doctor and the last that there ever was. The first engineer and the last that there ever was. The first pilot and the last that there ever was. The only lawyer that ever existed. History will remember you for being the first that ever was, but will remember you more when you were the first that brought so many on board. So ladies and gentlemen, let's think about it. Never be the first that there ever was. Always make sure there's somebody else after you. Or else, who are you going to pass the baton to when the time comes? We don't live forever. Nature is such that no matter how strong you are today, a time will come when you need somebody to lean on. most times those people that you brought on board are the ones that you will lean on. Being the first that there was, and the first and only that there ever was, means when you need a shoulder to lean on, and you were at the top, you didn't bring anybody to the top with you, it means you have to go all the way down to find somebody that you can lean on. And I don't think that's a good experience. But at least if you have so many on top, when you need to lean on the shoulder, you don't have to go down. You can still be afloat at that top while you're leaning on the shoulders. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful week. Dr. Victor Obasuyi. If you've not subscribed to the channel and you think you like what you heard, please do so. Love you guys. Thank you.